This is not the man I met. He is egotistical, he disrespects me.
This entire marriage has been forced upon me.
When you don't have trust, when you don't have that foundation, the relationship is over before it starts.
I'm at my breaking point. He has a problem with spending.
You have champagne taste on a soda water budget.
Yes,
What's
honey,
going on?
come on, champagne taste. It's about the taste, not about the budget.
I can't trust him anymore. The man that I married would never have done that.
I'm not going to advise her to try to make this work because I think it's dangerous. I think it's gone beyond that. Here is today's case.
He accuses his wife of having multiple affairs. She says he's the reason she's fallen into the arms of another man. Is he willing to forgive his wife of 6 years, or will she walk away from her marriage? That's today's case on Divorce Court.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Faith Jenkins presiding. Your Honor, our virtual audience is filled with your superfans. Today's superfan of the day is Charles from Macon, Georgia.
Charles, welcome to Divorce Court. As my special guest today, I'm sending you a signed copy of my book on how to stay smart in matters of the heart. Enjoy.
Your Honor, this is the case of Esparza versus Maull.
Thank you, Juan. Mr. Eddie Esparza.
Yes, Your Honor.
You have brought your wife, Shari Maull,
Yes,
to
Your Honor.
divorce court today. I understand the two of you have been married for 6 years.
Yes, Your Honor.
But you are having a number of problems, sir. You brought this case because you said you've reached the end of your rope.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll start with you, Mr. Esparza. Why don't you give me some background?
I feel unappreciative. I feel not loved. I work so hard to take care of my family. I pay all the bills, and I just feel unwanted.
Okay, and Ms. Maull, what do you have to say about that?
I want him to do better. I want him to actually be a man of the house and stop worrying about just sex. That's all he is based around is sex.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
say that's to become the priority in your marriage?
Yeah, that's his priority in our marriage.
What's going on? Why don't you give me some examples of why you say you feel unappreciated and neglected?
Because, Your Honor, I work very hard. I've been working 6 days a week to buy a house for my family, and I did. And so I just feel like as a man, I go to work every day. I bring home the check. You know, I help around the house a little bit. I help out with the kids. Why can't I have sex from my wife? That's my wife. That's the reason why I got married.
How often do you say you're being denied?
Pretty much all the time.
And how long ago did that start, sir?
About 3 months ago.
3 months ago?
Yes.
So this is recent?
Yes.
Okay, 3 months out of 6 years. You're
Yeah.
telling me this just
Well,
started. And you're already here in divorce court.
No, it's been going on, but got bad 3 months. It's been real worse. 3
Oh,
months.
it's been worse 3
Yes.
months ago. Tell me what happened. You say you went appliance shopping.
Yes, I bought a house for my wife, so we went appliance shopping, and I told her whatever she want, get whatever you want, it's no problem. And so I got everything that she wanted, all the appliances, and so I thought I was doing, you know, what a husband does, you know, buys everything what his wife wants. And so that night I thought, you know, it's gonna be a good night, and which it happened again, and I got denied, and she, you know, she had a migraine, and so she said, give me 5 minutes, so I gave her 5 minutes, and she knows that I'm tired, and if I lay down for 5 minutes, I'm out, and I'm not waking up. So that's that.
So you say that 5 minutes has now turned into 3 months. What do you have to say, Ms. Maull?
I'm trying not to laugh because this is funny. It's like, why do I have to have sex with you to do the basic necessity things that we need? You know we're moving into a house with no appliances, but you want us to rub our hands together to make fire? Like, how do you think food is gonna be made? Like, how do you think our food is gonna be refrigerated?
So you're saying the appliances were going to be bought either way?
It had to be bought either way. We were moving into a house with no appliances, none.
So the two of you recently bought a home?
Yes.
Yes.
And he worked hard to contribute to the two of you buying this home?
We both worked hard to contribute. That's what he don't say. I put my money down. I worked hard all year, a year and a half, to put my money down for the house. If it wasn't for me, we wouldn't be even be in a house.
So both of you work?
Yes.
And saved
Yes.
and invested down payment for the new home. Congratulations, by the way. That's
Thank
great.
you.
This is your first home together?
Yes.
Are you denying him, though? Because he said that it's been 3 months, Miss Maull. What's going on?
Well, if he was to do better...
He was
and
trying to
actually-
butter you up with the appliances, is
Yeah,
what he was saying.
It don't work because you still got to do more at home. You got to actually want to cook. You got to actually want to clean, not just go to work, take off your boots, and come home and sit down and not do nothing. And you expect me to, oh, let's have sex. No, it doesn't work like that.
But Your Honor,
Like, you got to do more.
So you feel like he's not pulling his weight at home, and that's a turnoff for you?
That's a complete turnoff. He's not. I don't feel like it. He's not doing nothing at home that's contributing
Honor-
to
So
our
have the two of you talked about this? Go ahead, sir.
Yes, yeah. But what you call it, I am a construction worker. I work very hard. I get up very early in the morning. I come home late. When I do come home, I do tend to walk in the kitchen, give her a hug and kiss, ask her, is there anything you need in the kitchen? She says no. Get my kids ready for bed, put them in the bath,
Why do
get
I
them
have to
fully
ask?
dressed or whatever. But what you call it, I may not help her out as much at the house because I'm a hardworking man. I do construction and I come home, I'm tired. I do a lot of physical labor and I'm guessing that she wants me to cook, clean, and make the money, which I can't do all of it at once.
Your Honor, why do you have to come in and ask what do I need help with?
Well,
You
but
know
he is
what I need
asking.
help with.
But if he comes in and he asks you, this is what communication is about.
Yeah.
He's asking, what do you need help with?
Okay.
So are you telling him?
I tell
things
him what
that
I
you
need help with. He half does everything. He half does everything. He takes 2-3 days to do one task. Because he say he asks, but he'll go sit down and not do it. Or he'll go and say, oh, well, I was doing this, so I'm working too hard. Or he do it with the attitude. He's slinging everything. He's mad at me because he has to do basically what I do. He feels like I'm a woman, oh, you have to do this.
Well, no,
You don't agree with
I
that?
don't agree with that. As a man, too, in relationships, 50-50. We make these kids together, we have this house together, but I do tend to help out a little bit. Probably not as much as she is.
Well,
I work too.
it doesn't seem like the answer would be, though, you're having some miscommunication about some of the household chores, but it doesn't appear that the right answer would be just to stop having sex with your husband for months on end. That's not the solution,
Right.
right?
Right.
So that's why you've reached this impasse, because you are bartering
Right.
by
And then-
purchasing things, and you are withholding the assets. Both of you are using other issues to negotiate in your marriage when you really should just be about communicating
Right.
and figuring out how you're going to navigate this home space together. So it feels like there's just something else going on.
One time I was going through the computer and I saw photos of her and there was a hickey on her neck.
She sent a photo of her neck to someone else?
Yes, of a hickey that someone left on her body.
And what did you say when you saw this?
I didn't know what to do. I couldn't believe my eyes.
What else do you say is going on in the marriage, sir?
Trust issues.
Why is that?
Lack of respect. One time I was going through the computer and I saw her search history. She was looking up for hotels. So I asked her and she said she wanted to take a break from me and the girls because she's been stressed out. We've been stressing her out.
You didn't believe her?
No, I didn't believe her.
Why?
Because I found some photos in her phone one day when I was going through it, and I saw a picture, I saw some text messages going back and forth talking about this hotel or this hotel. Yes,
To
that's
who?
fine. I don't know whoever she was texting. And then later on, I saw photos of her sending to the person that she's dealing with of marks, saying no marks, and it was a hickey on her neck.
She sent a photo of her neck to someone else?
Yes, of a hickey that someone left on her body.
And what did you say when you saw this?
I didn't know what to do. I couldn't believe my eyes. I kind of like yelled inside. You know what I mean? I didn't want to spaz out too much because she's in the front room dealing with my daughters, and I didn't want my daughter to see that.
You did.
So I kind of walked in the front room as I saw it, and I seen where it was at, and I looked at her neck. I kind of grabbed her neck and tilted her neck sideways, and she said, "Get off me! Like, what are you doing?" And I looked at her neck, and I said, "Oh wow, this is what we're doing now."
So you saw the marks on her neck in
Yes.
real time and on the phone?
Yes.
What was going on?
And let's face it, he opened up Pandora's box, and he decided to basically go through this. So why do you get to pick and choose?
What do you
when
mean he opened Pandora's box?
He suggested an open relationship.
Okay. When?
This was about a year ago, a year and a half ago.
So you both agreed to it?
Yes, we both agreed to it.
She's been giving me ideas that she's been wanting a polygamous relationship. So therefore, when she brought that to my attention, I thought about it would save our marriage.
Okay.
But then I said yes, and then after we started doing it, I realized that I can't give my time to two women. I only have enough time to give it to her and to my daughters, and that's it. Because I'm a construction worker, I work too hard. And yes, I don't want it no more. I want to close it. and I'm over and done with it.
I'm trying to understand where the two of you are now with the open relationship. He says he wants it to be closed. You say what to that?
I love it here.
You love it where?
Where we're at, in Pandora's box, with it open.
If you'd like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free, 1-877-311-2222, or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Miss the show? Watch full episodes on our streaming platforms and follow us on social media for exclusive content. So, the two of you opened up the marriage, you're saying, and then you decided you were going to close it on your end.
Yes.
But you allowed her to continue to see somebody else?
Well, no, I'm not.
That was the agreement?
No, the agreement was I want to close it, but she don't want to close it. She's having fun doing what she's doing, so.
Okay, so that's why you say he opened Pandora's box.
Yeah, and what he's saying is not true, because at first I didn't agree with it. But he opened it up before we even had our conversation on having an open marriage. He was already trying to do him. He was already on social media sites. He was already under Eric 707, E 707, like already have
creating aliases?
Yes, creating aliases. So I have an associate that called me and basically was like, "Are you guys married? Are you guys?" So I'm like, "Yeah." Like, what do you mean? She's like, "Are you sure?" Like, "Girl, what you mean? Am I sure?" I'm telling you, I am. So she's like, "Okay, check your phone." I check my phone and I see Eric 707, E 707, different like dating sites with his name and his face. He didn't even change he didn't have the decency to even put a different picture. He had his same Facebook picture on there.
But
so you just stayed consistent across the brand.
I would just call it. I was looking for that love and attention from another woman because my wife is not giving me the attention and love that I need.
So this was before the two of you had a discussion about having an open relationship?
Yes.
You were on the dating sites?
Yes.
So you find out he's on the sites, and what exactly did you do after you see this information?
Well, when I saw it, at first I was like, okay, confront him when he get off of work. But something told me in my head, no, don't confront him, play along with it. So I basically went on the dating sites and created a fake profile with a different alias and a different picture.
To catfish him?
To catfish him. So then I jumped into his direct messages to see if basically he's gonna come in. Oh, he jumped straight in before I even get to say hi. He was already ready to come for the profile. So basically, we go back and forth for a week. So I'm just asking him questions to see how he's talking about me. And he's talking about me like a dog. Like, I don't do anything. Like, I'm just his child's mother. So I let him get dressed up, smelling so good on a Friday. He was just so happy.
The two of you were the catfish you made plans with Eric 707 to meet up.
Yes.
And what happened?
He thought he was going to go meet Imani, which was the fake alias name I used at the time. So he was all dressed, reaching for the doorknob. Oh, where are you going? Oh, I'm going to hang out with some friends. Oh, you really going to go hang out with some friends? Yeah, I'm going to hang out with some friends. I said, no, you're going to go meet her. And then I showed him the picture of the person. He just stuttered, couldn't even get his words out. Then he realized, okay, well, you can tell he was caught.
Yes, I was.
What do you have to say for yourself, Eric 707?
Yes, I was caught. But my wife told me, go find someone. I don't want to have sex with you right now. So what I did exactly what she told me to, which she probably didn't mean it, but me, I wasn't getting what I needed, so I tend to go do it. But I never slept with anybody.
So you never went out on the dates?
No, I didn't mean that.
You didn't mean it, but you said it.
No. I didn't say it how he's saying
You didn't mean it, but what you call it, there's times where every single time I want to make love to you or I do certain nice things for you, it's always a headache, migraine, or a no, or, it's always a no.
So here's where I'm trying to understand where the two of you are now with the open relationship. He says he wants it to be closed.
Yes, John.
And the two of you going forward have a marriage where it's a monogamous marriage, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
You say what to that?
I love it here.
You love it where?
Where we're at, in Pandora's box, with it opened.
So you want to continue with the open marriage. Is there somebody else?
There's multiple people. It's not just someone else. She's talking to multiple people. So at this point, I'm done. I don't want to do it. It's either I want her back and want my best friend back, but if it don't work, then I got to go.
You're telling me despite what he's saying about him wanting to make the marriage work, a monogamous relationship work between the two of you, you're interested in continuing to see other people, and there is someone else.
Yes.
Well, I understand why you're here. People talk a big game when it comes to open relationships. Most of them end poorly. If you look at the stats, the odds are highly against you in terms of this marriage lasting when you've opened Pandora's box.
Right.
Even when two people agree in marriage to have an open relationship, 92% of those relationships end in divorce. Because this is not a decision that just affects your life.
Right.
This affects your young children's life and your family's life. And a marriage like that won't last. In order for it to work, you have to both be really committed to doing the work to make it last. You're not committed to doing the work right now because you have chosen to continue to use someone outside of your marriage to get some type of satisfaction from, whether it's physical, emotional, intimacy. That's why he's not getting that type of attention, because you're getting your needs met in that area elsewhere. So you don't need to do that. You don't need to work towards intimacy in your marriage because you've chosen to take this easy way out. You guys got married very young. It's really easy to fall in love as young people,
Yes.
right? We go through our phases, and we have the honeymoon phase and the puppy love, and oh, this is my true love. It's really easy to fall in love. In reality, it actually takes a lot of work to stay there, and it takes a lot of work to make a marriage work. And if you're here telling me today that you're not willing to do the work, if one of you says, you know what, I want to make this marriage work and I want it to just be the two of us, there's really no other option for the other person to say,
Correct.
I want to still see other people and stay in the marriage. So when you make that decision, what you're basically in effect saying, you're going to pay now or you're going to pay later, and you're choosing to pay later because you're going to pay. And this is the relationship that's going to suffer. That's the decision that you're making. I'm no psychic, but I see clearly. The decisions that both of you have made, I can't envision anything good coming from continuing down the road that you're on right now. I don't see it. So it's only a matter of time.
Yeah, well, this is what I want, so I guess we can't make it work.
Okay.
Nope, you can't.
What do you have to say about that, Mr. Esparza?
That I tried, I know I'm not perfect, but if you feel like you can find somebody better, then
You don't have to be perfect.
No, I don't. But
And,
in her eyes,
and no one is. And this is not, I don't think this is really about you not stepping up and being enough in this marriage. I think you've made a lot of effort. And I think it's an easy excuse to say, well, because my needs aren't getting met, I'm just gonna step out and I'm gonna see these other people at this point instead of doing the work. It's the easy way out. Unfortunately for you, that easy way out really won't lead to happiness. But if that's the decision, you have to respect it.
Right.
And learn how to function no matter what, either way, as co-parents to your two young children. My ruling in this case is exactly what I've stated about how the two of you have to navigate the space going forward, because you can't agree to monogamy in your marriage. So you have to learn how to go forward and be good co-parents to your children and respect each other in front of your children. Good luck to both of you.
I'm kind of feeling betrayed, after so much I've done for my wife.
I'm sticking to ending this. I'm done.
Before I even suggest that, she's been talking to me about a privileged relationship or asking me questions about that. So therefore, I thought I was doing something that would kind of keep us together, but which I just probably shot myself in the foot, and now I gotta lay in it. And I'm hurt, but I mean, it is what it is. I can't force someone to love somebody if they don't want to. I hope we can be good friends and still co-parent and be good parents to our kids.